Everyone, this is Video Game Lover here. Welcome to another pickup video. Picked up a couple of games, mostly from PS2, Game Boy, Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advance. So without further ado, let's begin. I'll start off with the PS2 games. These came today. Lethal Skies 2. Basically, it's an Ace Combat knockoff, and it's not bad. It's not a bad game. In my opinion, I actually had the first game, and I didn't like the controls in that game. I know Ace Combat fans, if they hear this, they're gonna put my head on the pike. I hate those controls. I like the novice controls more. This one has them, and that's why I've been liking this one more than the original game. Samurai Warriors. Now, I have the PSP version, but it's like a scaled-down version of this. So I'm happy to have like the full-blown version. But I actually had to get another disc for this game. The other one came messed up, so I had to buy another one. But can't wait to play this game. Now, this game I actually finished. I picked this up at Video Game Cavern. Forgotten Realms Demon Stone. It's made by the people that did Lord of the Rings 2 Towers on PS2, GameCube, and Xbox. It's just a disc, it's a printed cover. It's a decent hack and slash game. I recently finished it, but the one thing I really can't stand about this game is the respawning enemies. There are so many enemies that just non-stop coming, respawning like crazy, and it happens a lot during boss battles. It reminds me of Evil West. Evil West did that a lot, where you're fighting a boss and then all of a sudden a bunch of enemies just coming out of nowhere and they just keep spawning. And they think that that's a good thing, it's challenging. I don't like that at all. But nonetheless, it's still not a bad game. I did like it. Alright, so now Game Boy games. I don't think I showed this in a pickup video. I could be wrong. The Game Boy version of Primal Rage. I finally picked this up in very mint condition. It's a pretty good version. I actually did a playthrough of that not too long ago. Alright, two more Game Boy games. All of these I got in Video Game Cavern. F1 Race. This is one of the early racing games on the Game Boy. It was one of the few games that used that four-way link cable where you have 4 Game Boys and 4 copies of this game and you can play a race of each other. But it's pretty good for what I heard. Next up, we have Bugs Bunny's Crazy Castle. This is really the only one I would kind of recommend because Bugs Bunny's Crazy Castle 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, or Woody Woodpecker 5, they're all the same game. And at least this one is like the shortest, but there's still 80 levels of this game. 80. Why is this game so long? This game I actually recently finished. SpongeBob and the Lost Golden Spatula. This is actually SpongeBob's very first video game. It came out March of 2001. It's not a bad game. Once you get used to the controls and figure out what you're supposed to do, you get real lost in this game. And you can only take 2 hits and then you're dead. You have infinite lives, but this game can be a little bit annoying, but not a bad game. And last but not least, Army Man Air Combat for the Game Boy Color. So kind of funny that now I have 3 Army Man Game Boy games, so. But nonetheless, I played a little bit of this game and it's pretty solid, hopefully. Last but not least, 2 Game Boy Advance games. WWF Road to WrestleMania and WWE Road to WrestleMania 18. So, basically, these are 2 wrestling games, WWE games for the Game Boy Advance made by Natsume, who made the Game Boy Color version of WrestleMania 2000, which I like. I don't really like Road to WrestleMania all that much. I find the controls a lot stiff in this game, but Road to WrestleMania 18, in my opinion, is a lot better. It plays way better, and I plan on doing a video on this game because graphically, it's pretty impressive for a Game Boy Advance game, in my opinion. So, that's all the games I picked up for now. I do have one more thing coming in the mail, but it's more of like Game Boy Advance related. It's not anything modded, but something I'm going to do a video of. So anyway, guys, take it easy. Video Game Lover 58, sign out. Peace.